Yeah, just a little bump in the hand. I've had it buddy taped, so obviously there's a previous injury, but got right back out there and it was fine.
Smiley, you led the team in points again tonight, but you got some contributions obviously from Sania in the second half and L just starting things right off. How do you think that helped you just spark the win tonight?
It helps a lot because then defense is looking at many players, and it's not just focused on one, which means that once we share the ball, they're already in the mix, and we already are one step ahead.
You guys had your best three-point shooting performance of the season tonight. What do you think attributed to that?
We just do what we do. Um, Honestly, we did the same thing previous games, and they just didn't go in, and that's what we mean by keep shooting. We're a really good three-point shooting team, and as we practice more in Allen, it'll keep coming and coming.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. We sprint to our spots, get set, same things as other games, but this game they win in more. So
Yeah.
Were those contributions like from Zoe and Carla off the bench? Had some big moments there from the 3-point line.
yeah, Zoe and Carla both hit 2 threes each, and we love seeing them come off the bench. Anybody come off the bench and just have that extra spark for us. It really helps all of us. So that was big.
Mm-hmm.
And then how do you think Laya and also Elle were able to fit in tonight, missing Wybet and Brittany from the shooting perspective?
Yeah, I mean, on a defensive end, because it's really, really, really hard to replace Yvette's energy on defense. But we have Laya and Elle who bring in length and speed, and especially her too as well. Sania also brings in athleticism. But at the end of the day, like, they were in the right spots. They contributed to shots, being aggressive, going to the rim, and as simple as offensive rebounds as well, because Elle's a really good offensive rebounder.
You guys were really effective in playing through full court pressure, which they threw at you, for about half the night tonight. What do you think worked well with that versus, when you got it thrown at you earlier in the season?
Yeah, we were used to it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been practicing more pressure because of the Sam Houston game. We got pressured a little bit, had more turnovers than we liked, so we really worked on that this week.
Yeah, we made an emphasis on just lowering our turnover count. Lowering our turnover count and just really taking care of the ball, being in our right spots, and every little thing matters when it comes to breaking a press.
Anything else for our players? All right, thanks, Lucas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, guys, go to questions for Coach Brandon.
Coach, you guys are a little banged up right now, but you had 23 bench points. Just what did you think of those coming off the bench tonight?
I don't know if we had 23 bench points all of last year, so I think that's a pretty big positive.
Coach, your turnovers were down from 29 last game to 13 this game. Is that a number you're satisfied with and being the emphasis in practice?
It's a big emphasis, playing a different style of team. But I still thought, for the most part, we did a better job taking care of the ball. Sania with 9 assists to just 1 turnover is really good.
Getting those shooting contributions from Sania and from Carla and Zoe coming off the bench, what do you think of that? Is that sort of
Well, Cope's been really, really consistent. She's been outstanding to start the season. It was nice to see Carla, especially when they were in the zone, shoot those with confidence. And I told our staff before the game that Zoe would make at least 2. Felt really good about, her coming in and understanding exactly, what we were looking from her.
How do you think your defense stepped up tonight after that Sam Houston game?
At times it was good. We still we got backdoored too much. We fouled entirely too much. We've got to have more discipline.
How did you work with remaining players to make up
They're just getting reps. Sania Copeland is playing 3 different spots for us. So thank goodness that, her basketball IQ is such that we can move her around like that, because we'd be in even greater trouble if we didn't have a player like that.
Are you still hoping for Whitehead to come back on Sunday?
Hoping, yeah. Not having Harshaw tonight is a big absence as well, and we hope to get those guys back as soon as possible.
What strategy were you coming into this game with, and how do you think it changed from beginning to end?
Well, the strategy was to take care of the ball, play without fouling, and compete really hard on the glass. We only gave up 10 offensive rebounds, but still left some out there. Probably our turnovers I'm happy with, but we just have to do a better job not fouling.
What do you think of Nadira all-time?
Thought she was great. 8 and 8. I'll take that every night from D. Competed really hard. Obviously got stitches in the last game, so she's tough, and gave us some really good minutes.
How do you think having her back this season, coming off the bench, has been? You had Tiana obviously starting last season, but some question marks after that.
Well, it's still going to be, that position's going to be by committee. I mean, I expect Reagan and Nadira and Pops to all contribute. A lot of it's based on matchups and the kind of team that we're playing.
You haven't really had your whole team at all this season. Is there, any sort of target date for when you're going to have this whole roster ready to go?
If I was to give you a complete medical report, that would probably take up a separate press conference. So what I would say now is we've got some guys that we think are short-term, and look forward to getting them back as soon as possible.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you.
Thanks, Brandon.